Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews. I hope everybody had a great New Year's, you didn't do anything stupid, and everybody came home safely. Anyway, let's go ahead and get down to it. Today we have the Phoibos Sentinel 200-meter automatic diver, and this is model number PY019B. And as usual, we're going to open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, and then I'll let you know what I think of this fourth original design from Phoibos. Also, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel for all of my favorite watches that I've reviewed on this channel, and be sure to visit my Teespring merch store and pick yourself up a t-shirt or a mug. I'll put both of those links in the description field for you. Now, another thing, I'm no longer on Patreon, so save your money. They're just too shady to deal with. A lot of people are leaving Patreon, so find some way else to support your favorite YouTuber. Patreon is just not the way to go anymore. Anyway, here you go. Typical Phoibos watch box. Actually, these aren't the typical. This is actually the new kind of like a sunglass style case. I've seen these before with other watch manufacturers, and I like this style better. I like it than the typical, the old style Phoibos watch box, like the little square watch box. I kind of like these better. So typical colors and kind of the typical style and materials, but just in kind of like a sunglass style case. So, and I'm pretty sure this is new for 2019. So let's take a look at this thing. All right. Now you get a blue Zulo strap that comes with it, really nice. Your normal literature that Phoibos includes with every watch. You've got your repair application, you have got your 2-year international watch warranty card, and you have got, what else in here? You've got this, what is this? Free worldwide shipping, yada, 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 and a little manual right there. So you get all of this stuff minus the Zulu strap with every Phoibos watch that you buy. So anyway, nice little case, man. This is new for them. I like this. It's got like a little felt lining up here. Another place you can put another watch or maybe a strap right there with those 2 little loops. And you open up the divider and there is the watch. Now, I'm going to go ahead and be really biased. I love this watch. This might be Phoibos' best release to date, and I'm going to tell you why. So this is going to be a totally biased review. I love this thing. A little bit big for me so far as the case size goes. It's a little bit big. I mean, it's a big watch. And actually, it looks bigger than it actually is, believe it or not. But anyway, neat looking watch. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put up all the specs on the left-hand side screen, and then we will talk much more about this brand new Phoibos watch. All right, you're looking at a 42 millimeter case. It's 12.5 millimeters thick. It's 50 millimeters lug to lug. It's got a 22 millimeter leather strap with the included Zulu strap that I just showed you. It's got a sapphire crystal with an AR coating. It's got the Miyota 9015 movement with a 42-hour power reserve. It is windable. It is hackable. It's got the date down there at 4:30. It does not have a day function. You've got a screw down crown over there at 3 o'clock with some crown guards. The case back is screw down and heavily decorated. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. I love this case back. You've got Superluminova C3, and you really don't have a bezel. So there you go. All right, guys. Now, let's go ahead and look at the front of this watch. Let's look at the dial. You have that really nice kind of matte blue finish on the dial. The only thing about the dial I think they can maybe change a little bit, that Phoibos logo is really big. They could maybe, you know, tone down the size of the logo. It's really large, guys. And maybe actually put the word Phoibos, incorporate the word Phoibos somewhere in that logo. Everything else I like. It kind of looks like a Panerai had a baby with a Bell & Ross. So on the left-hand side, I'll put a Panerai watch. On the right-hand side, I'll go ahead and put a Bell & Ross. That's what this thing reminds me of. I mean, it is an original design, but the case reminds me of the Bell & Ross. The indexes remind me of the Panerai. So there you go. Anyway, I mean, it's a great looking watch. Again, logo just a tad too big. I do like the hands. I wish there was some sort of little bezel possibly around the date window right there at 4:30. You got the word automatic right above the 6 o'clock index. You got a nice little red tipped second hand, which is nice. I kind of wish they had loomed that instead. But anyway, you know, it's nice. Just very, very legible. Maybe one of the most legible watches I've ever reviewed. Love the dial on this thing, and I love that. I don't even, it's not a cobalt blue. I don't even know what you would call that type of blue. Let me know what you think that type of blue is called. Gosh, I don't even know. I really don't know what that color is, but I like it. Anyway, here's the strap. Actually, before we do that, here is the rest of the case. And I'm purposely hiding this case back because I want to save that till the end. Very angular case. You've got a simple, it's not even really a bezel. It's just kind of like the holder for the sapphire crystal, but I guess that's technically a bezel, but non-movable, fixed bezel, no numbers, anything like that. Let's go over here. Here is the crown, and that star logo is actually loomed, and I'm going to show you that here in just a minute. You've got some kind of mild crown guards. Again, here's that very angular case, really short lugs. Look how short those lugs are. Super short lugs. And that's about it. It looks like it's all kind of like a sandblasted or matte finish for the case. I don't think there's any polished areas on this watch at all, as a matter of fact, guys. Got some nice knurling on the crown. Real nice unscrew and screw in action. Super nice crown pop. Love the crown pop. Really nice. You can definitely tell the spring is a good quality spring in there. Let's go ahead and screw it back in. Real easy to unscrew and screw back in. And I love the fact they loomed that crown. That's really cool. All right, here we go. Actually, before we do that, one more thing. The buckle is a little bit big on this thing. It is signed, but it's a little bit big. Not my personal preference. The strap itself, the strap is really stiff. I mean, it's a brand new strap, but what I do like is both of these keepers are movable. That's one of my pet peeves is when they sew one of these keepers into the strap. I just don't like that. Now, this is going to kind of, you know, wear down and wear in after a few wears, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks. But out of the box, these are very stiff. It is genuine leather, but it's very, very stiff. Let me hide this case back real quick. I really want to save this for the end. It is genuine leather, and I think, let me hide this case back again. And yeah, it's Phoibos branded right there. I mean, it's a quality strap. I mean, no doubt. But you might want to put this on the Zulu strap. Just kind of change it up, unless you just really like leather straps. And you can wait for this thing to kind of be worn in and get a lot more supple and a lot looser and probably fit you a little bit better. And there is the back side of the buckle. There you go. All right, are you ready for this reveal? Here is the case back. I love this thing. Bam! Look at that. Maybe one of the coolest case backs on any watch I have ever reviewed. Kind of a cross between Phoibos' logo. It kind of honestly looks like some sort of Soviet communist style logo. But it looks like you have an anchor there with some wings and the star in the middle. But it's really well done. I mean, it's not engraved. It's kind of like embossed. Whoever they had, I don't know if they're doing this themselves or if they had somebody make these case backs. These case backs are absolutely fabulous. This thing is so freaking cool to look at. Now, around the periphery, you see Phoibos automatic, and you see, what does that say right there? Sapphire crystal, 316 stainless steel, water resistance 200 meters. But just look at that case back. Wow, look, you can see the texture. Look how deep that thing is. Man, this is really cool. Maybe one of my favorite case backs of all time. Really, really cool. Phoibos is really stepping up their game, guys. They are going all out on these watches. This is easily my favorite release from Phoibos. It's just really, really cool. Yeah, it's kind of an homage to a Panerai. It's kind of an homage to a Bell & Ross, especially with this case and those Panerai indexes. Yeah, the logo is a little bit too big. Maybe they could put the word, like I said, incorporate the word Phoibos in the logo. Maybe put some down, you know, because it doesn't even say 200 meters water resistant above the word automatic. They could possibly do that. But, I mean, everything else about this watch I really, really like, guys. Another home run from Phoibos. Man, they're knocking these watches out of the park. What else? I had a little thing of notes here. That's really about it. I've kind of gone over everything. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and try this thing on. Again, the strap is a little bit stiff. Let me see if I can do this relatively quickly. There we go. There you go. Look at that. Nice wrist presence. It does, I mean, it does wear bigger than it is, funnily enough. It just looks a lot bigger than its 42 millimeter case size would suggest. And you are looking at 50 millimeters lug to lug, so it's a pretty long, kind of long case. And it actually looks symmetrical, believe it or not. But it's kind of an optical illusion. Anyway, good looking watch. Let's go ahead and check out this lume. Let me wipe the dial here real quick. Get any fingerprints off of there. All right, that looks nice and, there you go, nice and shiny. Let me go ahead and kill the monitor and the studio light. And let's zap this thing with the UV. Wow, look at that. It's already glowing like crazy. Look at that. All right. Now, I'm making sure not to actually touch the crystal. I've gotten a lot of flack for touching the crystal with the UV light here, so I'm making sure I don't touch it. Wow, look at that, guys. And you kind of get like a mirror effect with the chamfered edge of the crystal. It almost makes it look like it has more lume than it does just because of the reflection. Wow, look at those hands. Those hands are shining really brightly too. So guys, I think this is worth every cent of the $349 retail price on this watch. And I would suggest you go out there and get one. Just a really cool, well-built watch from a really up-and-coming micro brand. They have really knocked this thing out of the park. Oh, I didn't show you. You know what? I'm sorry. Let me kill this monitor and studio light again. I didn't show you the loomed crown. There you go. Look at that. That's really cool. Man, they've done a fantastic job on this watch. Just go out there and get one, man. Just don't even think about it. This is one of those no-brainers. You got a great movement, great specs. You get sapphire crystal, a nice Miyota movement, super luminova lume. You even got a loomed crown. How often do you ever see that, man? So just go out there and get one of these things. Again, they're $349 over on Phoibos' site. And I think Phoibos has a couple different colors of this. Let me double check here. Yeah, it looks like they have a black dial with kind of a tan lume, and they have the blue dial, and then they also have a green. Yeah, a green dial. Kind of like a British racing green or an olive drab green dial. I personally like this blue dial the best. And that's just my, just my opinion. But go out there and get the one you want. So anyway, guys, that's really about it. I'll go ahead and put the link in the description field to go over to Phoibos' site again and get this for $349. Also, make sure you like and subscribe and make sure you click that notification bell. I would really, really appreciate it. And guys, that's really been about it for this one. And until the next review, I got a couple really cool reviews coming up here in a couple days. So make sure you stay tuned, and I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.